Welcome to day 14 of me trying to get rid of my porn addiction in 120 days. Today marks 2 weeks of me being pornless for I'd say years. Honestly, the most I've ever done was 1 month, but this is the second highest and I'm going to be 1 month. I guarantee it. But what I really want to emphasize in this video is just how I feel and how I've the drastic changes that I've went through being on this journey so far. So I'm going to tell you guys the number one thing that I've seen that has been an immense change for me, and that is energy. I just feel so much more energetic. I go to the gym. I feel like I could push myself past failure, and I just have more of a drive. I just feel like I want to get things done. For example, these videos have become a lot easier to make when in the beginning it started to kind of feel a lot less, it started it was getting harder to make them, because I just felt like I was really sluggish. And for a majority of my life, I felt like that, very sluggish, feeling unmotivated, releasing every day. I just want to sit down and just watch porn, watch a movie, eat junk food. But now I feel like since I've retained my seed for a bit, I just feel like I'm more disciplined. I have this drive to wake up and actually want to do something. I don't want to just lie down. And I'd say that's the biggest benefit. The second biggest benefit, I'd say, is confidence. When you constantly jerk off to other men who want to fuck the girl that you like, literally, the girl that you are attracted to is getting fucked by another person. As I say in almost majority of my episodes, if you replace that camera with you'd be a cuck. If you get upset at me hearing that, if you get upset at me saying that, then that means that deep down you don't like that. A lot of guys get really, really angry when you give them the truth. Watching porn it's bad. It's not once a week. It's not good. Because I know that if someone else told you that they were watching porn just openly, you'd think of them in a weird way. Don't sit here and lie and be like, no, I wouldn't. You would. So that being said, me being off porn for about 2 weeks now has gave me a surge of confidence. I don't really feel like I'm less anymore. Opposed to before, where I knew deep down that what I was doing was wrong. I don't know why porn has been normalized. I don't know why it's been this thing that people are trying to make more common, because it's evil. It's stealing away our ambition. It's stealing away the intimacy that we should be having with women. It's never been easier before to bust a nut. When probably millions of years ago, the only way you could do it is if you actually got girls, or if you actually had a partner. But nowadays, you don't even need a partner to release. I'm telling you, taking a step back from porn entirely, and if you really can't get rid of it, I'd say just try and gradually get rid of it. So go 1 week without doing it, and then go 2 weeks without doing it, and then 3 weeks, just gradually get rid of it, because that will kind of build your resilience to it. But I'd say taking a step back from porn is honestly a really great thing for anyone who's ambitious and anyone who actually wants to be in control of their life. Because I'm telling you, if you're constantly releasing, this is not only just for porn and fapping, this is mainly just releasing in general. Retaining your seed is power. There's so many books and evidence that if you hold your seed, you feel more like a man. It's think of it like this. Remember, when a male dog, when it had this balls, it's "Rrr, rrr." I know this is might be a weird example right now, but think of a dog, "Rrr, rrr." Very, very aggressive and very, very territorial. Obviously those aren't amazing traits to have, but in terms of that aggression and that grit and drive, It's very useful. Once they cut off the balls, it just sits down. It's obedient, and it doesn't show that any of that aggression, that control, that I'm the man. That's the same with humans. You are basically castrating yourself. You're basically cutting off your balls every day, but willingly. It's like you're willingly doing that if you're watching porn. You might not believe, like right now, if you have been struggling to get rid of porn, you've been struggling to be free from this addiction, it's probably a really, I'm telling you, take it slow. I know I'm saying all these benefits about me being off porn for 2 weeks, and you might be getting like, oh wow, 2 weeks is out of reach. I used to think that as well when I used to watch these no-fap videos of these guys talking about how they haven't watched porn or even fapped for 4 months. It used to baffle me. Even just 2 weeks for me seemed like a long time, a milestone. But I did it. I used to think that it was impossible, but I did it. Use me as inspiration. Listen, man, no one's gonna get rid of this porn addiction for you. The only person who can really change your life is you. I used to always think that, I was a slave to this. I was a slave to porn. I was handcuffed and I couldn't do anything about it. But it's I feel like that version of me is slowly dying. And I want that for other men as well. I want other men to be on the same journey with me. Because I think that men in 2025, we're just not really respected at all. We don't have any drive, ambition. Most guys can't even firmly handshake someone. Honestly, most guys can't even handshake someone firmly. And I'm telling you, it's embarrassing. It is. If you're a man and you can't firmly shake a man's hand and look them in the eye, then that's a problem. And I definitely do believe that that's not mainly, there's probably a multitude of other factors. But a big reason why that might be the case is probably because of porn. You watch porn and it's just making you feel like you're less than, because then you see those guys who are like those guys in the videos that you watch, who are fucking the girls that you want. And you get jealous. That's literally how it was for me when I was younger. 17, I'd see the guys who actually fucked and the guys who were actually, respected, make something of themselves. It took me, I feel like it's been long overdue for me to really get rid of this addiction. And me looking back, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed why I didn't just lock in and get rid of this. Because after only 2 weeks, I feel a huge difference just in the way I feel, the type of person I am. It's only 2 weeks. I can't even imagine how it's going to be on day 30. Life is a game. I'm telling you, life is a video game. If you just level up and you really lock in and you really put intention and rank up, you can do anything. So that being said, if you were to ask me the question if getting on NoFap semen retention is worth it, I'd 100% say yes. Because porn is stealing our lives, especially as men. We need more men to be practicing this. We need more men to be practicing NoFap and semen retention. Because what I'm telling you right now, if we practice these things, we will become powerful again. We will get our ambition back, our drive. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm saying that in a good way so that we could be happy and fulfilled. But anyways, tune in for day 15. Peace out.